I don't know how design team function. Would I be able to get design internship with so basic knowledge? Why any company would hire me as an intern? What type of a question we asked me in the interview? What if I would not be able to perform? What are different roles in design team? How should I prepare my portfolio to apply? I'm sure you must be getting all of these questions day in and day out in your life when you want to apply as an intern. But before that, let's understand how design internship looks like in the real world. This is a journey you are going to start in the real world where you oftentimes require to improve on your soft skills. It's also require a dedication for the role you want to apply for the full time in the future. This internship will help you to raise your bar with the problem solving skill set and also understand reason behind why quality is so important in the whole design vertical. Along the way, you also have to improve on your presentation skills because whatever you are going to work on, those things you have to present to your stakeholders in the company as well. But to get into the internship, there are three simple easy steps you need to follow. We'll uncover in this video. First is a prepare for your future self. You have to understand what you like the most and also what you are going to do for at least few years in your career. By that, what I mean is you also have to find out your interest, whether it can be a motion design, it can be a user interface, it can be a user research, it can be a user experience, it can be UX writing as well. So there are a couple of different ways in the design vertical. One is a generalist, one is a T-shape, and one can be specialization as well, right? So you have to understand which sort of a role you wanted to be into in your future. But whatever you choose, keep in mind one thing. Being a T-shaped designer or a generalist is completely fine. Don't force yourself to be a specialist in just a one vertical. Being a generalist has its added advantage as well. Now you have things ready in your mind, right, about your interests. So think about that, which are the portfolios that you would like to work on, and also based on your skill set, you can add those things into your portfolio. So you can present world about your skill set and how you can add value to different products. After you do all of those things, you will start gaining trust with your skill set. That will help you in the interview process along the way. Second is how to reach out. We are not going to talk about very usual way of application like you are going to some job applications like LinkedIn, Dribble, Behance, and there you basically apply for the jobs. No, we are not going to discuss all of those things because you already know about it, right? We are going to discuss about some unusual way of reaching out to a recruiter or a manager for the specific role you wanted to be into. First is a cold email, or let's say call it a cold calling. By what I mean is, with a specific intent and with a specific message, you are going to reach out to a person over their email or call, and there you basically help them understand how you can add value into their products or let's say service. And if that matches you well, then they might get you hired. There is one another way, which is little bit trendy these days, which is reach out to people on a LinkedIn, Behance, Dribble, Medium, or YouTube, right? Where you can show them your interest, why you want to join a product, why you want to join a particular organization, and add a value. So far in your design journey, you may have came across to certain profiles who looks very promising to you. You can ask them for a referral. Let's say you got to understand there is a company who is hiring for an intern, and you may get to know that the person is already having the mutual connection for that particular organization. You can reach out to them and ask them for the referral. So you can reach out to the right person who is actually hiring for the position. In the whole process, don't be shy away when you are reaching out to a non-designers. Who knows, a non-designer person may have a right person in their team who can get you help hired, right? Another way is the most interesting for me. When you get a chance to work on particular idea that you saw a particular gap in the whole product where you actually wanted to get into the design team, and you are showing them with your idea that you can solve this particular problem or the gap with your idea, right? And put it out onto the social media. You can also mention a team or let's say team member or even a company handler over there. By that, you are basically getting their attention that you are the right talent for that particular role that is open right now. If that will not work out for the particular company, then who knows, their competitor may get your attention and also get you hired for the same role. But keep in mind that reaching out is just the first step in the whole journey. Third is the interview preparation. Different companies approach couple of different ways in the interview process. From the steps like connecting with HR, chatting with manager, and also assignment round. I suggest before the interview process start, you should reach out to these people and understand by how the team structured in the whole company. Also, companies nowadays are also putting out content about how the team function, what's the philosophy of the design team, and few other aesthetics as well. By this, you will get the basic idea about what exact interest you have to put into in the whole design process, so you can be the exact right person they wanted to hire, not the otherwise. There is of course reason being an intern you wanted to learn. So in the whole interview process, when you are connecting with a HR or let's say a manager who is hiring, you have to show your interest about learning. Also, on top of that, you also have to add your specific knowledge where you are great at. Let's say it can be a UI skill, it can be UX writing, and a few other things. But be specific about the roadmap you wanted to follow and ask them, I need your help to achieve this. Keep in mind that a team wants an enthusiastic candidate who is eager to learn and wanted to put best of themselves. Let's recap quickly. Interest and enthusiasm will only help you to get the job. Before you apply, you have to make sure what skill set you wanted to go after for a couple of years. And when you are reaching out, just make sure you don't overdo the things that I suggested. Set the exact learning agenda you have in your mind so your manager will really help you to accomplish that. Don't be an usual candidate. No one wants to hire an intern who wants to do an internship for the sake of it. Please do comment below and ask me whatever you have in mind, and I'll be really happy to answer you in the comment section. I create videos on design and process. If you like this video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.